Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dravinwho Games, where today we are back with another podcast of 8-bit of fun, where last time we had 4 people, and this time we're down to 2. So, yeah. Um, this week was a rather slow news week, but as always, I have my co-host Ryan, also known as Broken Square, with me today. So, woo!
Yeah, even though I haven't always been here, I just popped in at the end of the last one. Just so you guys know, I wasn't busy. I just didn't want to play. I had things. I had a plan going on,
He had that
and
Xbox goals.
and it interfered with my schedule, and I was like, crap, I forgot, and so I took a paid day off.
And then showed up at the very end.
Yeah, it's like when your boss tells you you call your boss
You
and tell
gotta
him,
show
oh, I'm
up, and then
sick.
you show up at the last.
No, you call your boss. You're like, hey, I'm not gonna be in because I'm sick, and then you go shopping and you happen to see him after work in the middle of Walmart.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate. But yeah, so I guess we'll get into the biggest piece of news from this week, which was, of
Pokemon.
course, the February 27th Nintendo Pokemon Direct, which
Which I watched in the middle of my lab.
I watched it right. Choir class had just ended at 9 o'clock exactly, and I was like, "Let's go!" Uh, but so I was able to watch it, and so yeah, it is officially Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, releasing late 2019, probably in November. What is that clicking in the background?
That was me throwing a remote back and forth.
Oh, I was like, um, but yeah, so they're releasing probably in November because that's when all Pokemon games release. But it will be this year. They're called Sword and Shield, which I hate those names, but that's okay.
Same. I wasn't gonna say anything, but I do not like that name. I'm like, dude, you have Diamond and Pearl, X and Y, Sun and Moon, and then you have Sword and Shield.
Like, I mean, none of the Pokemon names have been that great, but
No,
this
but
one's just kind of weird.
they're just like you get used to them, and then it's like, yeah, they're actually pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah. So what we know so far is that the region is,
The Wobble.
well, we'll
There's
get
the
to him in
name.
a second. The region is based on the UK. It's pretty obvious from like everything in the trailer. So and the
Yeah,
name.
because they show a city, and I'm assuming they're really doing this because they already have a brief scene of that in that Detective Pikachu game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's where it takes place.
Because I know that yeah, like people are speculating that there will be a lot of talk about like Kalos from X and Y in this game because like Kalos is based off of it. I think France. I think. So and like France and Britain have had some conflicts in the past, I guess, or something. So they said that maybe there's something here with that subway train in the region and stuff. But I don't know. But the region is called the Galar region. Uh, so yeah.
Hmm.
Um, so what do you think about the UK setting? You know.
I mean, the UK is actually one of, like, if I could travel anywhere in the world, that would definitely be the place I'd want to go because
Yeah.
I've actually said that for a while, mostly because I like the accents as well. And so I feel like it could be a pretty good setting.
Yeah, me too.
Although in the trailer, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that looks just like the Pokemon Snap Island. And I'm like, oh, Pokemon Snap too. That's why I'm
Two.
upset, dude. They need to come out with a second one.
They should. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited for that. I also love the UK. I mean, the name of this channel is Dravinwho Games, which is based off of
Doctor
Doctor
Who.
Who. So, I mean, I have like pictures up in front of me and at the front of my room by my door. They're just like pictures
And
that I've had with
Dalek.
like previous doctors and stuff. So it's pretty
Hmm.
neat. Um, but yeah, so I'm pretty excited about this. We got the announcement of our 3 starters, which is Grookey, the grass type starter, which looks like a little green
Yeah,
monkey with a stick that he bangs
dude,
around.
that's the one that I'm probably gonna pick just because I like him. He looks
Yeah,
cool.
I think he looks. I at first thought that I didn't like any of them, and then like
Well, I thought that first in the trailer. I thought that was the fire one. I understood he was green, but like when he was running, it looked like fire under him.
But yeah. So Grookey, Sobble, which is the water type Pokemon, people seem to be
Solid.
like really liking that one, and that was the
They're
one that
making him into a meme.
I know that's the one that I originally went towards in the trailer, but I don't know. I'm starting to lean more towards Grookey, but I usually consider myself a more water type based trainer.
I
But I
usually
don't know.
use a fire or a water.
Yeah, but last time I broke it up using a grass starter,
Ugh.
because I mean Rowlet was cool, and then also I used Turtwig and Diamond and Pearl because it's a turtle, and I like
In
turtles.
Diamond,
I like
in
turtles.
Diamond and Pearl, I used Chimchar, and Chimchar will always be my favorite starter Pokemon.
Char. I think my favorite is probably Squirtle. I just really like Squirtle. He's a
Oh,
turtle
oh,
and he's a water type, so
all the originals are my favorite.
that's
Like
true. I would say my least favorite
Bulbasaur.
out of the original three is Charmander, but I know I'll get a lot of hate for that. But like,
I like
I
them
still
all.
like Charmander. I just like Squirtle and Bulbasaur better.
Yeah,
Um, and then finally we have Score Bunny, the fire type starter, which looks
dumb
like
name.
a rabbit. I know it really is. And it looks like a rabbit with like a band-aid on his nose, which I think is like something to
Yeah.
do with like in the U.S. what we call soccer, and in the U.K. what they call football. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's what that has to do. So people are like, I swear, if this thing is a fire and fighting final evolution again, I'm gonna lose my mind. So. Yeah.
Turns into Roman Reigns.
So yeah. Also in this, we got a very extensive look at the actual game. And it looks visually fine. Like it's disappointing, but like I think it looks pretty good. So what do you think?
Yeah, it looks pretty nice for what it was. I remember sitting there in class, and my teacher walked by me, and I was like, "Crap, I need to switch over." And then I switch it back, and it's showing gameplay. And I'm like, "Whoa, that looks really nice."
Yeah, like I thought it looked really good, and then I got online, and all the YouTube videos have like big bold lettering disappointment question mark. And I'm like, what? But yeah, I like what they're doing. This got me pretty excited. I like that we got to see like about 5 minutes of footage instead of like a little
Yeah,
bit. But we got to see quite a bit. Of course, it's returning to the traditional Pokemon roots. Gameplay looks similar to, Sun and Moon. So yeah.
yeah.
But we haven't
I
really
need to
seen.
get back into that honestly, because I still haven't beaten Sun. I'm
Oh,
at. Do you remember in I don't know if it's the same in Sun. I'm sure it is. But at the end of Moon, how like you go into that like arena thing and you have to fight each individual person.
I think.
Like
Oh yeah,
you can
yeah.
go
It's the
in different
Elite
ways.
Four. It's the Elite Four.
Yeah, I got there and then I stopped playing. And then I got Sun and then I started to play that and I don't know where I am. I think I picked what yeah, I used that one on Moon and then I used Litten in
Mm.
Sun.
I used Rowlet in both. What I did was I bought Sun and then I bought Ultra Moon, but Ultra Moon was just kind of disappointing. I had played the heck out of
What
Sun.
was the difference between Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and
There
Moon?
was very little difference until like I believe the very end of the game. Things start like getting crazy with like Team Rainbow Rocket and like
What?
traveling through dimensions and stuff. But I never got there because the rest of the game is just Sun and Moon again. So I don't know. There's a few
Yeah.
differences, but nothing that made me go, I want to keep playing this. And I got to like the fire trial and stopped playing. But I
Yeah,
still think,
that's like the big thing with the Pokemon games, though, because they always seem to like every single one. Both of them are pretty much the same. They just have
yeah.
like a few little differences. That's
But
why I'm probably honestly with Sword and Shield. I almost called it Sun and Moon. Sword and Shield. I'm probably just gonna buy one of them.
I usually like buy one of them and then later on down the road, like once it goes on sale, ask for one for like Christmas or something. That way I
Well,
can.
I got Moon the year it came out, I believe, and that was the first real time I really got into a Pokemon game.
Yeah. I really.
Besides the first one, I have the first one. I have Pokemon Special Pikachu Edition. It wasn't red or blue or green. It was yellow.
Yeah, I have red and yellow are my oldest, but I started with Pearl and I played around with that and but once I got my copy of X, I just kept playing X a lot. I really enjoyed
Well,
X, but
What
Um,
was cool about Pikachu Edition is that you didn't start off with like
yeah,
normally you would start off with like Charmander. No, you actually start off with Pikachu.
which is what happens in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
Never played it, and from what I've heard, that game is going downhill.
Not really though. I really enjoyed it. It plays very similar to a normal Pokemon game. It's just there's no wild battles, which I think is kind of nice because it makes it a little bit more relaxing. But it looks visually it looks like the X and Y style, but like 100 times better. But I just
Well,
started.
from what I've been hearing, that game is going downhill. Once Sword and Shield are coming close, they're gonna put it on sale for like 20.
I don't think it'll ever go that low. But I mean, maybe they'll drop it a little bit, but Pokemon games usually stay pretty high up. Like Diamond and Pearl are still like $40 pre-owned. I mean, it's insane.
Well, I mean, it's a Pokemon game.
Yep. But yeah, so I like the visuals. The gameplay is your traditional stuff, and looks really cool. In other Pokemon news, Pokemon the first movie is getting a weird 3D remake thing, and
Wait, what?
yeah, like
They're
it looks
making the first, like the 2000 one?
no, like the first ever one with like Mewtwo and Mew.
Yeah, that's the 2000 one, I believe.
No, it's called Pokemon the movie. It's straight up just called Pokemon the movie.
Yeah, did it come out in 2000?
No, because there's Pokemon the movie 2000.
Oh,
That's a
that's what
different
I'm sorry.
one. Pokemon the movie Mewtwo Strikes Back. Yeah. Well, it's called Pokemon the first movie Mewtwo Strikes Back. It came out in 1999 and is now getting a 2019 remake in Japan.
Why?
It'll eventually come to the U.S., which part of it looks pretty good, but the characters, like, it's a 3D Ash, Misty, and Brock. They look really weird. They look like dolls. I would look it up. It looks super weird. Like,
I know, have you seen the new Detective Pikachu trailer?
oh yeah, that's also in here. So
Dude,
yeah,
that looks really nice.
yeah, I think so too. I'm pretty excited for it. That new trailer got me a little bit more interested. So,
Well, actually, no, we'll save it till later.
uh,
Because
so what? Wait, just go ahead and say it if you want.
I was just gonna say, it looks visually. They've shown a lot more Pokemon. Like we see Growlithe and Charmander in it. We see them walking.
Yeah.
I would like to point out, a lot of people pointed out that they were also gonna try to find Squirtle and whatever what's the panda one's name? I can't remember.
The panda one?
Yeah, there's like a panda Pokemon. What's that name?
Yeah, what's his... I can't remember.
Anyway, that one. It was in the trailer on a missing poster along with Squirtle, and a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, that's gonna be our first sight on what they're gonna be looking for," even though we hear them say that they're looking for the dude's dad the whole time. But yeah, people don't kind of listen to that.
Man,
but
that movie comes out sooner than I thought.
yeah,
May 10th.
and they showed that on the wall, and people are like, "Oh my god, where are they gonna be?" I have two predictions. Because, first of all, in the beginning, when you see Growlithe and Charmander walking, the panda's walking in the background. Nobody saw that because I looked at a breakdown, and they were breaking down, like, all the Pokemon that we get to see, like a Lickitung, which, ugh, that was gross. And just all these Pokemon, but nobody noticed the panda walking in the back. I'm like, hey, I found him.
Dude, I was just... Because I looked up Detective Pikachu. But the person behind, like one of the art directors on that movie, put out a drawing of what he thinks that Saba would look like in the Detective Pikachu style.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you look up Detective Pikachu, it should be like one of the biggest news stories out. It's really cool. It's weird.
Well, and apparently they're supposed to be they've already been starting a second one, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's crazy.
And they're probably going to use a newer generation.
Yeah.
So I would like it if they did it in order, not just jump to Sword and Shield. I would like to see a progression so we can kind of see how the new ones are coming along. Dude, if I saw a live-action Chimchar, dude, that would make my freaking life worth living. And I'm dead. But you see like all these Pokemon, and first of all, like I said, you see the panda in the background, plot fail right there. And people are like, well, at least my mindset, I was like, oh, well, then where's Squirtle? Well, I like to watch things very, very closely. And I noticed that if you remember, there was a scene when they started playing I Need a Hero, perfect song for that, by the way.
Yes.
There was a scene where they're in that arena, not the one where Pikachu says hell, which actually made me really laugh, and that was amazing. That made everything. And that's also apparently they're going to be going for an adult style, which kind of, dude, a rated R Pokemon movie. Dude, that would make everything worth it. I would definitely go watch that. But
Oh,
they are aiming for a more adult audience, so there's a chance it could jump up to a PG-13, or at
yeah.
least the second one would. And back to the arena thing, there was a scene where they started saying "I" in the word in the song "I Need a Hero," where you saw all those louder things screaming, and you see something spinning around shooting. That I slowed it down. That's Blastoise. So I'm like,
You've
hold
gone
on.
full in depth, like.
Yes, I was like, wait a minute. Nobody caught that was Blastoise apparently.
Hmm.
But it was Blastoise because it's obviously Blastoise. It has a shell and it has a gun on it. Obviously, that's Blastoise. And you briefly see him go into a shell before he starts spinning. And so I'm like, okay, so that's Blastoise. Did Squirtle get kidnapped or something and then he evolved? That could be the Squirtle that was missing evolved. At least that's what I'm thinking. And then we see things coming after him that he's shooting at. I believe it's definitely a ghost type because there's multiple versions of them and they're like all like misty looking.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's Haunter. And it
makes
looks
sense.
gross. He looks gross. I'm like, ew, that face looks so bad for Haunter. But it's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
And then like we see, what else do we see in it? There's a lot shown in there.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, I started like slowing it down because Mega Man I think is in the background on one of them.
Excuse me,
saw
Mega Man?
Yes, I saw a black Mega Man in the background.
It's weird, man.
It was like an icon on a sign. But I do know that's what I was trying to stall so I could think of what I was going to say. You see that they're in that little like arena area. I'm almost certain they're going off of cockfights.
Yeah,
That's what they're basing it off of, like
sense.
those illegal fights in basements and stuff. I'm almost certain that's what they're basing it off of.
That's the vibe that I was getting from that whole thing too.
Like, so it looks like maybe Pokemon battling was illegal at that time, maybe.
Maybe in
And
Rhyme City, that's like a.
Yeah, like
outlawed
they're
thing.
not allowed to fight in the city.
Yeah.
Because the guy with the Charizard, he looks scummy.
Yeah.
So, and I don't like what they're doing with it because they're trying like, oh, it's Detective Pikachu, but it's like, honestly, it doesn't feel like it's Detective Pikachu. It's just Pokemon movie.
It's Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu.
Yeah, like they're going for more of an actiony style.
Yeah.
But then again, it's also like I wouldn't really call it a detective at that point. It's really just an adventure to try to find his dad rather than use detective stuff to find his dad, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with it because, hey, anything with Ryan Reynolds is good. Okay.
Yeah, and then of course at the end we get to see.
It's really nice to see it.
At the end we get to see Mewtwo, so I know a lot of people got excited about that. So
I was actually kind of ticked that they showed that. I didn't want to see that because I feel like that spoils the movie. Like I feel like there was still, like they could have built him up rather than show him there.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look half bad. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
he doesn't look gross. Like he's still he reminds me of that purple guy from Dragon Ball Z, Beerus.
I have no idea anything about Dragon Ball. So.
That's what he looks like.
So moving on from the Pokemania, we have the smaller news segments. So a DLC,
the non-important one.
Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, released its first DLC pack called Black Dandelion. I have no idea anything about that, so Never
Neither do
played.
I. All I know is it pops up in my Nintendo feed, and
Yep, same.
I need to turn that off
I just
because it pops up
I
a
never
lot.
bought that game, and I don't plan on it because it doesn't look that interesting to me. But yeah.
Could
Uh,
mean others.
Pauline finally joins Mario Tennis Aces. So
I saw that pop up, and I didn't know if she was like actually out. How do
yes,
you
she's
get her?
actually out now. Yes.
How do you get her? How do you get her?
I believe just like you did Boom Boom, so you go in there and you fight like one online
All right,
match.
well, I'm gonna get on that right now. Dude, Pauline, I love Pauline. I missed her. Seeing her in
Odyssey.
yeah, seeing her in Odyssey made me really happy
Yeah.
because I'm like, whoa, this character's dead. Because the last time I saw her was in that Mario and Sonic. Oh no, I almost said that Mario versus Donkey Kong
Oh
game,
yeah.
like the DS. Which I have Mario versus Donkey Kong in the Game Boy. Amazing game. If you
It's
ever
good stuff.
find that at like a GameStop or something, go get it.
But yeah. So that's pretty cool. PlayStation Plus
Ooh.
has announced their two big games for PS4, which I'm pretty excited about. So we get Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered.
It's not good. I don't know if you've played it or
But
not. It's not good.
I don't own a modern Call of Duty, so I'll take what I can get. It's free, so.
It's not really modern. Good. It's more like remodern warfare. It's not good. It's the story mode is slightly different. I believe they added a new mission, and the multiplayer they added like loot crates and stuff, which was not in the first one.
Yeah, I only own 3 Call of Duty games, and they're all on the
I own all of
PS3.
them.
They're all on the PS3. I only have the original Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3. So
I have all of them. Well, I did. The only ones I don't have anymore, I believe, is World at War. But I did have it, and I did beat it, and have all the DLCs. That was
and
on my 360.
nice. And then the other game is a puzzle adventure game called The Witness, which looks interesting. So
Xbox has
yeah, I didn't look at Xbox's stuff because I don't play on Xbox anymore. But
I do. We got Star Wars Battle Commando,
nice.
which is a throwback to the Xbox. It's a first-person shooter where you play as a clone commander, obviously by the name, and just
Yeah.
it takes place during the Clone Wars. There was 2 other games. I can't quite remember, and I'm totally not going to look right now. I'm kind of going to Game Pass. Gotta look at it because every month before the end of the month, they put out a video telling you of all the games that are coming out.
Yeah.
And I'm also kind of saying this so I can let this load up really quick.
Stall some time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they have Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, which is one of their off games where you don't play as Snake, you play as Raiden,
Oh yeah.
this like ninja dude who
I
is
know
like
him.
half the
I know
same.
him as the guy in PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale that they
Oh my
got because
god.
Snake was in Smash Brothers Brawl and they wanted a Metal Gear Solid rep. So.
God. I have both of those games.
Me too. I own a freaking All Star Battle Royale on PS3 and PS Vita. So.
And this is also the first time Xbox has in a long time, besides Super Bomberman R, that they've come out with specifically Xbox One games for free.
Yeah.
Because we have that Star Wars game, we have the rating game, and then we have Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
Ooh, nice. I always wanted to play that. I never got around to it though.
It's okay. If you've played a EA shooter, it's just like them, but just
See, I
with plants.
I played the original and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love the original. I have the original on PS3.
But
Okay.
we owned it we own it. I don't know why I said owned because
Yeah.
I have it right here. But my issue was that me and my dad could never play local co-op, which always kind of sucked. And I know that Xbox had local co-op on Garden Warfare, the original, and then Garden Warfare 2 has local co-op built in on all systems. So
So I kind of have a story for the first Garden Warfare. I bought it when it was like within the first month of me moving to North Carolina. I had wanted that game for a long time,
yeah.
and so I finally got it. But we had just moved, so we didn't have internet yet, and I didn't
Oh.
realize you needed internet. And so I was like, we didn't even have our furniture yet. We had my TV, my PS3, and the game
Dang.
because I didn't have anything at that point. So I used to play on my 64 and rarely the PS3 when during that time.
Oh yeah.
And um I played the crap, dude. That was the most I've ever sat down and played the 64 in so long. But I got Garden Warfare and I got so ticked because then after we bought it, I saw it said online required. And I
Yeah.
was so ticked. So I had that hidden in a Lego box in my closet for like months because I didn't want to look at it. Otherwise, I'd get mad because I know I can't play it. Because if I get a new game, I want to play it.
Yeah. So yeah. Uh.
I'm actually reinstalling the second one right now.
Oh nice.
Oh yeah.
So.
Wait,
Oh
there
wait.
was one more game, and the last one, which is actually a game I wanted when it was announced and released, but I did not want to spend $60 on it, and that would
Understandable.
be Adventure Time: Pirates of the Enchiridion.
Yeah, I thought that looked interesting, but I heard that at least the Switch version had a lot of issues, so I never picked it up.
It's more of like an
It's currently on
RPG.
sale at my local Walmart for $20 on the Switch, and I keep considering it, but I just remember I watched a video and it was like buggy and it would like get frozen and just stop working. So I don't know.
I do plan on trying it at some point because Adventure Time's one of my favorite shows growing up.
Yeah,
So I would love to play it because I remember wanting the DS game, which I'm actually really glad I didn't because I looked at it and it looked awful. And I actually really wanted to play this game when they announced it because, like I said, I love Adventure Time. It was a video game. And I'm like, bro, how can you go wrong? And then I saw it was kind of an RPG, and I'm like, I don't
it's like
care
a
for
Wind
those.
Waker RPG mashup. It's weird.
Yeah, and I'm like, at least they kept the voices the same. So,
Yeah.
and most game adaptations of stuff like that aren't.
Are you
So that
there?
made me
Oh,
what?
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cut out for a second there.
Oh, yeah. I was like, this most game adaptations like this, they don't keep their voices.
Yeah.
So,
So now we'll move on to the random part of the news. Season 8 of Fortnite dropped.
ew.
There's pirates or something. I don't care.
Yeah,
Um,
there's pirates and there's cannons that you can shoot out of, which they ripped right from Sea of Thieves. Go ahead and complain. I don't care. They obviously ripped them off because Sea of Thieves was the first game to introduce that feature.
yeah.
So if you got a problem with it, at me.
And then
Don't at me.
another game that I don't play or really care about that much is Overwatch, and they added a new character that I can't
I heard
pronounce his
about
name,
that.
like Baptist.
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 He's Baptist. Dude, you want to play some Baptist?
Baptist.
See, I kind of want to go see who that is because I do own Overwatch, and as much as I hate to say it, I actually did really enjoy it for a while.
Yeah.
I remember when they first announced the game, I got trailers for it so much on YouTube growing up. I saw it every single day, and it got annoying. And it was Tracer. She was the only one shown at that time.
Yeah.
And, my friend got really into it, and he offered to buy me it. He's like, if I bought it for you, would you actually play it with me? And I was like, sure, whatever. It's a free game. Okay.
Yeah.
And so he got it for me, and I did really, really like it. I just don't like the loot crate thing. And
my dad owns it, and he just busts it out for like seasonal events and stuff. But
yeah,
we're both really bad at it. So
whenever they put out new characters, the community goes toxic. Like you
yeah,
go on there, they always put out a game mode whenever they do that because they usually put out game modes every day. And one of the ones that they do whenever they bring out a new character is like the one where anybody can pick anyone, and everybody picks the new
of
characters, and it's
course.
so annoying because the last character they had, that I believe. Oh wait, no, the last one they had was like a cowgirl chick.
Yeah.
But before her, there was one. What was his name?
It was like a
Wrecking
hamster,
Ball.
wasn't it?
Yeah, Wrecking Ball. That was the one. When they released him, oh my god, I was in a lobby of all of hamster thing, Wrecking Balls.
Hamster
He's
thing.
a tank character. So you had 600 health, teams of 5 walking around. It was so annoying. It was so, you can't, like, I was the only tracer there. 150 health.
I'm already
And I was
Tracer.
getting
I'm
wrecked.
so sorry. Okay.
No, shut up. I love Tracer. He's my
So
favorite.
in in news that I actually do care about, Bethesda Game Studios put up a mysterious listing on Amazon that remained on the Amazon page for around 24 hours. It has no information except that there was a standard, a deluxe, and like an ultimate edition.
Of what?
All priced at $60 for Xbox One, PS4,
Of what?
and PC. And it's just a placeholder. Nobody knows about what it is, but people have pre-orders, and Bethesda didn't cancel them. And everybody's really confused at what this is. Somebody obviously leaked it, but unlike a lot of other leaks, somebody has. I mean, it's actually put up by Bethesda themselves, and includes a short little video, which people found it's stock footage of an old-timey countdown like you'd see in Fallout. So what people keep speculating is that this could be a Fallout 3 remaster to kind of to kind of settle down the anger that was caused by 76 by being like, but look, here's our old game and it was beautiful, and doing that.
Love us, please.
But
Although, apparently the Bethesda team that made 3 in New Vegas was not the same one that made 76.
New Vegas was Obsidian. 3 was still
Yeah.
Bethesda. But
Oh, was it?
yeah.
No, I think it's a different team though. It was still Bethesda.
I mean, because this one 76 was made by Bethesda. I think Austin, Texas location, because they bought a new studio that was working on an online multiplayer game, and then they decided to just make it Fallout. So
because what's Bethesda's next game? The ocean one, Atlas, I think.
that's not Bethesda.
What was the one?
Bethesda's
No. I'm
Starfield.
thinking of no. What's the one in space? Outer Lands or something?
No, that's Obsidian, the guys who made New Vegas.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's the Outer Worlds. I'm pretty hyped for that.
Yeah,
one.
even though I'm not, because it literally just looks like Borderlands, which
it's
makes
space
me
Borderlands Fallout. That's why I love it. It's got everything.
Borderlands is space, by the way.
I know, but this is it's like Fallout gameplay. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so but I mean I'd be happy with a Fallout 3 remaster, but part of me really does not think that that's what this is, because why would Fallout 3 have a standard, a deluxe, and like a collector's edition?
Oh, maybe because when it came out, there were DLCs.
Like I could understand. No, because you'd have to include the DLCs. You can't charge people for DLCs again. Like, I don't get it. Like, I could understand if there was a standard and a collector's edition, because then you would have, like your normal game and then one that comes with like a statue or something. But what could deluxe have? I don't know. But they were all put up on Amazon and were taken down relatively quickly, I guess. And but now there's like a bunch of speculation. And
I'm actually curious. Oh, might have to look into that because I do love Fallout.
Yeah, me too. I love it. It's my favorite. Fallout 4, I don't care what people say about it. It's my favorite
that
game.
Was a great game.
Fallout 4 is my favorite game of all time. So, I mean, if I can get any more modern Fallout that isn't 76, I'll be happy.
Any Fallout.
Because, like, I like 76 was okay, but I stopped caring about it. This new
Fun
DLC
fact,
stuff.
I do not like Skyrim.
Same. I keep trying.
I don't like it.
The farthest I ever got in it was because it came out on Switch. So I played it for a while on Switch and then I gave up. I don't know. I think the reason why I like Fallout is a blend between, the gameplay and stuff, which Skyrim basically has, but also like the world space. I like more modern based games. I'm not a big fantasy guy unless it's like Zelda.
Yeah, like I like the theme and stuff for it. It's just not something I can see myself sitting down and playing for a long
Same,
time.
yeah.
And Plants vs Zombies 2 is taking so long. It's at 3.86 gigabytes out of 32. Why is it so big? It's an EA Plants vs Zombies game. Oh, later I have something to drop. Okay,
All
but
right.
well, we'll talk about that later because EA just made me think of it. Sadly.
All right. So actually, if you just want to go ahead and mention that now in the random, and then we'll get into
Oh,
discussion here
so
afterwards.
EA just finally released their new character, Anakin Skywalker. He broke.
Into Battlefront 2.
Yes.
They're still adding stuff to Battlefront 2.
Yep, and the next characters that aren't officially confirmed, but there's already audio files for them, is Padme and Ahsoka.
Man,
And with them being included, that definitely means there's got to be 2 more enemies coming. And one of the data files people found out they're introducing dual wielding. So
okay, that's
people are
Darth Maul.
saying, who could that be? That can only be 2 people. That could be Jango Fett, which I hope they don't put him in.
Oh, wait, you're talking about dual
Um,
wielding guns. I thought about
yeah,
Darth Maul for a second. I don't know if he's already
no,
in the
Darth
game.
Maul's already in the game.
Oh, okay.
He was like one of the launch people. Like he was in every trailer.
I
Um,
didn't care about it enough.
people are saying it could either be Jango Fett, but I doubt they will because they already have Boba Fett, and I do not want another jetpack character. Or it could be Cad Bane
Ooh, I
because he
like that.
was in Clone Wars and he did have dual wield, so
Yep.
it could be interesting. But back to Anakin. Anakin is the most broken mess I have ever seen in an EA game. They took
That's saying something.
They took balance and threw it out the window. Like, he has 4 abilities, the only character to have 4 abilities. He he does he has a move where he pulls you and you fly pretty far. Kylo has the same thing, even though he's on the enemy side. He can do the same thing, but it's not as effective. Where Anakin just yeet, like you're gone. Like he pulls you. There's one move that he does where he takes like a powerful slash, which breaks your block, which is the only move in the game that does that, and it knocks you down no matter what, giving everybody a chance to hit you before you get up. And then
Dang.
they have for his third move, he puts his lightsaber away and he like almost does like a Super Saiyan pose. And as he gets hit, the more damage he takes, the more damage he puts off.
Oh
So
my.
you attack him, he can kill all 4 villains with 1,000 health, the highest health in the game, with 1 hit.
Dang.
And it's so annoying. And then that after he takes damage over time, he can use this move, and it like everything within a giant circle goes into this very long and powerful force choke, and it's so annoying. And I refuse to play that game until he's fixed. Like I tried playing as him, I got pushed off the map, and I had that stupid charge move kill me so many times. I'm just not. I almost chucked my controller last night. Like I wanted to get up and smash that game. I actually uninstalled it and then uninstalled it before I went to bed.
Dang.
So
Yeah, it
yeah,
does not sound good.
no, he's a
So,
broken mess.
so I guess we'll go ahead and wrap up the episode with what have we been playing. So, what have you been
Well,
playing besides Battlefront 2?
obviously that, and I'm actually getting into Black Ops 4 again because Black Ops 4 just dropped their new DLC called Operation Grand Heist, which is actually pretty good, despite what people are saying. Although I believe as of now it's only 2 maps because I didn't realize it was a DLC. I thought it was an
Ah,
update, and I have season pass, so it didn't matter for me. But people have been trashing it, saying that the maps are terrible and it wasn't worth it because nobody really. At least I didn't know what I actually got from the DLC, and I actually had to go look it up. And
mm-hmm.
apparently, all you get are the 2 maps. So anyone who
Yeah,
paid $15 for the maps is kind of upset about it.
understand.
But since I have season pass, I got the not cyber, the heck. um, Cosmic Silverback, which is the monkey that was in Black Ops 1 and 3 on that arcade style zombies map. And I really don't know why they put him there, but they did. So I was playing him. And they added a whole 100 tiers, introducing a new melee weapon, which I really freaking want, which is it's literally just a bag of money. You can run around and beat people with a bag of money, and it's so fun because you can run around and you hear the money jingle around, and you can just smack people with it. It's just so cool. There's like a little rip in the top.
Nice.
And then there's a blackout character named the Warden, which obviously is well, not obviously because most people don't care about the zombies anymore. Warden is the character that's in Blood of the Dead and Mob of the Dead, which he owns Alcatraz, which he's a great character, and I'm actually really glad they put him in Blackout. So I plan on grinding this game to get both him and the bag of money, because who wouldn't want to run around with a bag of money and kill people with it?
Of course. So what I've been playing.
Oh yeah, I need to get back on frickin'. What am I doing? I need to go play Mario Racing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I had it all loaded up.
So what I've been playing is I've been playing some Let's Go Pikachu again after the announcement of Sword and Shield, because I'm like, I kind of want to beat that game before Sword and Shield.
You want to get back into
So
you want to get back into a Pokemon game?
Yeah, I got to get back in that flow. I want to beat that game before the new ones come out, so I'm not like trying to beat 2 games at once.
Because I do definitely plan on Sword and Shield, just maybe not immediately.
Yeah.
I might wait off like maybe a month or 2 or something.
I'm getting them immediately because I love Pokemon. But yeah.
I love Pokemon too. Like I grew up, my brother used to like it, and then he didn't care. They changed the background for oh yeah, update. Martin Staces now has a new background. It has Peach and Daisy giving a very crappy high five.
Awesome.
And Daisy has the most derpiest look on her face.
As usual.
Because she is a derpy character.
And then also last night I picked up a bunch of oh yeah, I guess I should mention this. I got a CRT TV. So I've been playing the Super Nintendo again. It looks so much better on the original.
And Mario's updating. Come on.
On the original hardware, and so I picked up a bunch of old games last night. I picked up at half price books for $3. Judge Dredd on the Super Nintendo, and I played a little bit of that. Although I can't figure out how to get past the first level, so. And then I also picked up from a different store, a different video game store near me. I picked up Donkey Kong Land for the Game Boy, and which is really, really good. And then I also picked up something called I think it's Wings of Fury, also for the Game Boy, and I got a little manual with it, and it has the worst sound effects ever, but it's pretty fun. So it's like because it's a plane and it's so annoying. So I tend to just mute the game.
There was a game for the 64 where you just played as people in jetpacks, and you had to land these targets. I can't remember the name, but that was so fun. I want to say
Pilot Wings.
That's 64? What I was thinking.
Yeah,
it might be. I used to love that game, and then we lost it. I don't even know what happened to it. I would love to get back into that game though.
But yeah, did you just pour water or something?
How'd you hear that?
I heard it, man.
I did. I was I turned it very low so you didn't hear it.
But yeah, so and then on the Super Nintendo, I've been primarily replaying some Super Mario World and Link to the Past. So.
Super Mario World on what? Oh, yeah, that one. That one. I had to think.
But yeah, so I think that is it. I think this is one of our longest episodes for being the least amount of news we've ever had.
Really?
So. Yeah.
We only have 35 minutes.
We have 44 minutes.
What do you mean?
That's what my timer says.
I've only been in the call for 35.
How is that possible?
I don't know. What are you doing off topic?
I don't know, man.
You're doing something.
I'm doing something wrong.
When did you really start recording, and how much of it did it catch?
I don't know. I thought I started when I said hello.
Oh,
But
there's unlimited time here. Update. A limited time event has been added to the co-op challenge mode when you can play online. By reaching goals in limited time online events, you can get costumes and or color variations for certain characters to use during these matches.
woo.
And the new background is now the Shy Guys on their train.
Awesome.
Which makes me happy because I actually love the Shy Guys. My favorite character.
So I think that is about it for today's episode. Thank you all for listening. Remember to like and subscribe to Dravinwho Games for more awesome content. Check out our second channel at The Game Boy Guy, where we do repairs and tips and tricks on how to do all the gaming stuff. So if your stuff is broken, just go over to that channel and you might be able to find how to fix it. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you, well, you'll hear me in the next video. Goodbye.
Bye.